All right, strap in for group therapy.
Okay.
Again, I've read this now about 5 times, and it hits me harder every time I read it. I've never experienced this. It's coming from me though, and this is why we need your help. It's coming for you, Sherlyn.
Sure.
It's coming for you, Ramiz. Sibs,
It might come for me if
Nah,
I make a
it's-
certain choice.
it's never coming for you, I don't think.
Why?
So, Sibs, you safe?
But now everyone's so sad.
You
Maybe
don't
it's a
want.
good thing I won't experience this.
You don't want to.
Okay.
Let me get into it. Dear KFM Mornings crew, I am a 45-year-old single mom with my one and only child. My son is writing his finals, and when he finishes this year, he will be leaving the nest to go study at Tuckies in Pretoria. I can't stop thinking about it and spend hours crying when the reality hits me that next year he will have left the nest. I've tried so hard to think about the positives. For years he has been growing up and becoming more independent, and I know moving away to study is simply a part of becoming an adult. She's a single mom. This is her only child. We've always been so close and share the same sense of humor, and my morning routine of driving him to school and listening to KFM mornings will forever be changed. I've realized that from next year, not only will I not have him in my car, but my route will change,
Ach, Mama.
and it will forever be different. I will now just go straight to work. I realize that the silence in the house will possibly become deafening. What do I do with this room? I've only ever been his mom. And I don't want to be that mom that will call him every day and become a nuisance as he mixes with his friends and finds a girlfriend. Please ask your listeners who have faced this what they did. What do I do? What will next year be like?
My heart goes out to that mom.
How many people are now driving their kids off to school, dropping them off for finals, and they've got the exact same trajectory?
Yeah, the countdown is on.
I mean, when I left at 18, straight out of school. Boom, I was gone. But at not one point, not at one moment did I stop to think, how does this impact my parents? I I'm on the jaw, gonna meet some girls, I'm working,
Yeah,
gonna
young,
have
wild,
a
and
job,
free.
gonna be doping and boozing and
It's a new
smoking
chapter.
and just living the life of absolute joy. Where at the one end there's devastation, and the one end there's absolute coming of age bliss.
And I can just imagine that it's so much worse for this mom being a single mom and this being her only child.
Yes,
It's been the two of them for so long.
exactly. You can imagine they go out for dinners together.
Yeah.
We really
Really?
making this, but this is the reality. Surely your two are going to leave together.
My two aren't even here yet. Why are they already leaving?
They're going to leave together. They're going to go study. They're going to be tight. So they're going to, we're going to study in Bloemfontein. You know? I don't know, wherever.
I
We've got
remember.
nice universities here in
Oh,
Cape
yeah.
Town.
I remember when I went to Grahamstown to study. When I went to Rhodes and I left my parents in PE, and I thought I'm making the best decision because I'm just down the road. I'm just an hour and a bit away from mom and dad. They're going to see me every weekend. No one has to be sad about people leaving the house. Did I go home every weekend?
Did you?
No.
No, for the first month you do, and then it gets longer and longer,
And then
those
it gets
gaps.
longer and longer because you get immersed in your student life, your young adult life, and then you only see the parents on holidays and things like that, school break. And you have to be very conscious about going back home. You know what I mean?
And you know
And
what?
parents don't share that they're struggling.
And you know what? Let's just take Ryan from Muizenberg here. So you are a single dad.
Yes, well, I was a single dad. Now they've all left. So, yeah, it's been pretty crazy. My daughter left about 3 years ago to go live in America. And then my son is there now, but coming back for a bit and then heading off again as well. So, yeah, it's been a bit crazy. No school runs, no sandwiches, no nothing anymore.
But also, don't you feel now you have more time to do what you want to do? Or is it all just doom and gloom and loneliness?
Yeah, it's kind of weird because, like, I don't know what to do with myself. Like, I've moved to a nicer house now. I've got a room that was meant to be for my son, but he ain't coming back. So, yeah, it's just very strange. Like, doing the lonely work school run now without a child in the car is a little bit weird.
But can't you hit that Tinder very hard now, right?
No, I've got a long-term partner now as well. So, yeah, that's all good. So now she's ready for me to focus on her. So,
Right.
which is great.
Yes.
Which is great. But there's always that residual kind of feeling. Sometimes I drive home by myself and you start thinking about that and, yeah, you get a bit teary-eyed. So it's
killing
just
me.
going to be... Yeah, Darren, good luck with that. Enjoy every second of them, I must say, because it flies by. People always say to you, oh, it goes so quickly, but it does. It seems like only yesterday I was called Dad and love you, Dad, and all of that stuff. And now it's like, cool, bro. Yeah, I'm an ATM when they're here. And
Yeah.
And do you think they know how you feel?
yeah, you know, my daughter especially, like, it's been a few years she's been away now, and that kind of, I think she knows, you know, we chat often and stuff like that and FaceTime and that, but it's the hugging and the holding that you miss the most.
Oh, you're killing me, Ryan.
Hug your babies.
But it's all good, you know, they're happy and they got their whole life ahead of them in their adventure, so we can only be happy and positive for them, but it hurts as a parent.
Sure. Well, thank you for that insight, Ryan.
Yeah, pleasure. Yeah.
I think you've made it worse.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, Amanda from Durbanville. You say, so you've got 3 kids, they all left a couple of years ago, and you say it feels like what?
It feels like death. It's the worst thing ever. If I knew what it was like, I would never have had kids.
Oh,
I'm telling you, really.
I thought you were going to say, and it feels like a holiday.
Oh, no. I've learned to live with it, but when they left first, I used to cry at work in the bathroom, the teardrops falling on the floor in front of me.
Are there any positives, Amanda? Has there been any joy after your last child left?
As she said, it's like death.
No, it's really bad.
As she says so nonchalantly, yeah, no, it's really bad.
That sucks.
We'll conclude it with this. A final bunch of some of your WhatsApps.
That mom should be incredibly proud of herself, incredibly proud of her son, all that she's achieved, and now it's her time. Take up new passions and meet new people, but it's your time to shine now. Mama, come on.
Enjoy them while they're there, but they also deserve to have a wonderful time when they leave. I sent both my kids on a gap year, and I said, listen, you've got to go, you've got to enjoy it. Travel and see the world, because you'll never see the world through 19-year-old eyes ever again.
My son is only going to grade R next year, so I still have a lot of years left with him, but oh my goodness, I'm already crying. I can't, like, I just can't.
Yeah, no. Kids are off skipping into the horizon.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, look, the lady who wrote in, there's no conclusive answer. It's how you deal with it. And time seems to be the best thing in this situation. Think about Mina January, who says, guys, I'm totally destroyed. I'm not ready for my kids to leave. I'm a mom of 5. Oh, no. When your soccer team leaves, then what? They go on tour.